Hello and welcome to Josie's Jungle Room, where everyone is welcome and we like to have fun every single day. Before I get started into all of the fabulous fun that I want to show you in this video, I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I make a new video. I really appreciate it when you guys like my videos and leave me comments. It really helps the video to be seen, and I am trying to grow my channel, so I just appreciate everyone who subscribes to me. And I love sharing in the community. I love sharing in the comments. I love when you guys leave me comments and talk about things to me on my channel. It just makes it so much fun sharing in this community. Well, there's a couple of fun things that I want to do in this video and some beautiful babies that I want to show you. We're going to first talk about this new channel that I just found called Doll Cure, doll_cure. And I just found her today via Bonnie at Bonnie's Pretty Poppets. Bonnie at Bonnie's Pretty Poppets did a really fun tag that was called a childhood doll and toys tag. And I thought that is so fun. The question she asked, and I thought it would be really fun to join in this tag, but I wasn't a subscribed member of Doll Cure. So I went and checked that out, checked out her video. So much fun. She seems super cool. Her name is Jenna, and I am a new subscriber over there, and I just thought I would share that with you guys. If you're looking for another really fun channel, she seems really fun and really cool. She had all kinds of different dolls, you guys. If you watch my channel, you know I love all kinds of dolls. Fashion dolls, Blythe dolls, just any kind of doll, any kind of doll. And she had a lot of really cool different dolls to show. And Bonnie at Bonnie's Pretty Poppets, if you don't know her, she has a beautiful channel with amazingly beautiful dolls too. She's always getting something new, and she's always got a kind word, and she loves to do the themes and the tags too. And so definitely check out those two channels if you don't already. But besides doing that tag, I also like to join in Wild Wednesday. Wild Wednesday is put on by Penny and Keith over at Playful Reborns, and they're on vacation right now. But their theme this week was goats and pigs. And you guys, I do not have one goat thing in my nursery. Not even one. I could not find even one, but I had a couple pig things. And I've watched several videos this morning. My daughter also came over today, so we were visiting, but I did get a chance to check out several videos, and nobody had shown these yet, so I was really happy because I don't have a lot of pig stuff, but I did have these little cute Kinby baby onesies that have little pigs on them. The cute little soft fluffy pig with the face. This is Vivica, my adorable little Kinby baby, and these babies are so cute, you guys. I know they are sold out at this time. You can only find them if you get them from another collector or on eBay or something like that. But these dolls are amazing. If I would have had one of these babies when I was a little girl, that would have been my favorite. Seriously, they move so, I mean, look at the way this baby moves. She is a preemie size, but she can wear regular preemie size clothes. And they came with all kinds of little accessories. They had passies and little bottles. This is a little bottle they came with. Now, I have filled this with fabric softener, which is the milk that the babies in the jungle room drink. But I just love the bottles. I bought a pink one and a blue one, so I have one for the boys. I do have the boys too, but I didn't have a pig onesie for boys. But I do have little Veronica. Look at her beautiful smiley face. She's so cute with her big dimples. And they are just adorable little babies. They have their original little Kinby socks on, their cute itty bitty little feet. And I have one more baby who's not a Kinby baby, but I had another onesie that I could show, so I put it on one of my other beautiful little preemie girls. It's little Stephanie, aka Teeny. Isn't she precious too, you guys? My sweet little baby girl. Oh, your bonnet's gonna make it where you can't see your sisters. But yeah, I just thought I would show them in their cute little, and look at her adorable little bonnet and with the little peekaboo in the back. My sweet little Stephanie. Besides baby dolls, I am totally a plushie lover. So I wanted to show some of my plushie pigs. This here is the mama. I have 3. Then I have a little girl and a little boy. So the little babies with their mama, my sweet little spotted plushy pigs. Aren't they cute? There they are with the little plushy pigs. And then this one, oh my gosh, I just love this one. This is Mayoni by Aurora. So soft and realistic looking. Just a little cuddle pig. Isn't this precious? So cute. Guys, I love my plushies. And when I found this one, I just couldn't leave him there. Look at his big brown eyes. So sweet and cute and precious. And, you know, I had a dream of having a potbelly pig one day. But, you know, that's never going to happen. But I just thought they're so cute and adorable. And pigs are really smart, actually. So, yes, I just wanted to show my little plushies to you guys. And we're definitely going to join in on Wednesdays We Wear Pink, because all of these babies have pink in their little pigs, plus the little pigs. This little one has a pink tutu on, so that will count, and that is put on by Reborn Living Dolls. And we're going to do new doll clothes from J Dolls UK, because one of these was when they were doing their discount sale and they were selling the Kinby stuff. I bought one of these brand new that wasn't on a baby doll, or maybe even 2. I can't remember. They were just such a good deal. So one of these for sure has never been on a baby before. So that counts, right, Jay? For J Dolls UK new doll clothes. And I'm actually going to show a few other babies today in things that I actually haven't shown before. So I definitely will have some new doll clothes. But we're going to get started with this beautiful tag. Number 1. So this is the tag that is a childhood dolls and toys tag from Jenna at doll_cure, doll cure. Number 1, what was your favorite childhood doll? Well, I'm going to show you. This was my favorite childhood doll. Now, this is not the actual doll, and this is actually going to be answering one of the further questions, but she's a doll that I purchased off of eBay, but she's the exact same doll that I had when I was little. And I meant to, the other day, I was going to post a picture on my community wall. I'm going to post a picture of my community wall of me with this doll when I was a little girl, as well as I'm going to make a little short with some pictures from when I was little with some of my dolls and plushies and stuff. But I loved this doll, this very doll. She did have a little bit different hair, and you'll see that if you look at the picture on my community wall. But I got this doll and just redid her body and washed it all and put a new wig on her. My original doll's hair was a lot shorter, but this is a Vogue doll from the 1960s. And I wasn't born in the 60s, you guys, but I don't know if my mom got this doll secondhand or what. You know, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but she was my very favorite doll. I named her Sarah after my favorite cousin, and I absolutely loved her. And I'm so blessed to have a doll just like her back in my collection with big, pretty, beautiful brown eyes. And she's just a snuggler. I mentioned this on the other day because I showed her just the other day in a different outfit, but she had the kind of body that you would tip her and she would say like a cry and then turn her back and she would stop. It was just like a little wah, wah, like that. It was really, really cute. She does have the open and closed eyes, and I've been talking about babies like that lately with the open and closed eyes. I just love the open and closed eyes. I just think it's such a cute and fun thing. And that's what most of my favorite dolls when I was little had, was the open and closed eyes. But she was number 1. Sarah was definitely number 1. Number 2, share a memory of one of your childhood dolls. Well, I was going to tell you guys about Cabbage Patch dolls. I had one Cabbage Patch doll when I was younger. Like I said, we didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't get a whole ton of dolls. But by the time I got my Cabbage Patch doll, I think I was like 10 already or something like that. So I was a little bit older, and I loved my Cabbage Patch doll. Now, this is not exactly like my Cabbage Patch doll. This is my favorite, though, currently in my collection. I have her name Miranda Catherine after my oldest daughter. And I absolutely love my Cabbage Patch collection, but she is my very favorite Cabbage Patch. You know, it's funny. I was watching a video earlier from Definitely Me, and she was saying, you know, you have a favorite. You know, you have a favorite. And I was like, I don't have a favorite doll specifically, but I have favorites out of different collections. Like, she's my favorite Cabbage Patch doll from my Cabbage Patch collection. But anyway, my memory about her was, I was going to show you guys this. I was looking for this forever, you guys. This is my Cabbage Patch Kids Club handbook. And my name is Josephine Louise. My maiden name was Durham. So my Cabbage Patch doll's name was Patsy Sandy Durham. And she had brown hair and the brown braids and brown curly cues in the front, like the old-fashioned ones. She also took a little yellow passy. And I have got Cabbage Patch stickers on here and a couple of other cute little stickers. I used to love to collect stickers too, you guys. But this is my whole Cabbage Patch Kids Club. Me and a couple of the other girls in the neighborhood that had Cabbage Patch Kids and loved dolls made a club. And of course, I was the leader of the club. And I had all these rules, you guys. It's really funny. I have a table of contents here. All the rules. There's like 14 rules. This is like a listing of places that I've taken my doll. It says I've taken her to the picnic, to the movie, to the park, on a trip, horseback riding. Of course, I didn't bring her on the horse with me, but she rode in the car with me. Stuff like that. Places that she hasn't been, shopping, the zoo, restaurant, things like that. You know, I was just making things for outings for our dolls, our wishes for the club, to have fun, to bring Patsy and Sybil. Sybil was my other friend's baby doll to new places. I think there must have been only 2 of us in the club, or I think there was 3 of us in the club. I don't know why the other one's name isn't in here. But I was looking all over for this. I meant to show it with my Cabbage Patch collection, which I have a few new cabbies that I haven't shown you guys yet. But I loved my dolls, you guys. I loved my dolls, and I loved my Cabbage Patch. They were the coolest. At that time, I felt so privileged to have a Cabbage Patch of my very own that also had brown hair and brown eyes just like me. And it was just amazing. I loved it. And I just thought it would be fun to show you guys that. But man, I had so much fun with dolls. So much fun with dolls. Number 3, what type of dolls were you drawn to as a child? Well, as you can see, baby dolls, but I also had a lot of Barbies. When I started getting a little older, I loved the Barbie dolls. Me and my friends would get together and we would line up all of our clothes and our dolls, and we would go around in a circle and pick which doll and which outfit you're going to play with today and take turns. So we would all share with each other's things, and we wouldn't be playing with the exact same stuff all the time. And it was just fun and exciting. And like, one of my friends had that bed with a big canopy over the top for her Barbies. And another one of my friends, well, actually I had a house. It was a cardboard house, but it had one of those elevators with a drawstring on the side. So fun. I don't know, we just had a blast playing with Barbies. So, I mean, I love the dolls. And then when I got a little older, it was all about the Barbies. So, love all of them, though. I even love paper dolls, you guys. And then we had the color forms, you know, the color forms. I had a Muppets color form set. I guess that's not really a doll, but I think I had a doll color form set. Just anything. I loved all the dolls. I was drawn to whatever I could get my hands on, for real. Just like now, you guys, just like now. Whatever I could get my hands on. Number 4, what is a memorable childhood doll you received as a gift? Well, I think she might have been a gift, but I can't remember. I do have a picture of me holding her for my birthday one year. So I'm like, did I get her for that birthday? I don't remember when she came into my life. Um, but I'm going to show you another doll that I actually have that's still my same doll from when I was a little girl. Before I do that, let me show you her hair. She has got gorgeous, beautiful hair. That's the main thing that reminded me of my daughter, my oldest daughter, Miranda Catherine. I love this baby's hair. She's a little bit bigger than the standard Cabbage Patch because she is from Playland, Babyland General, sorry, Babyland General. So she's a big cabbie, and she's actually wearing like a newborn little outfit here with little ruffles on her bottom. She's so cute, but look at this gorgeous, thick, fabulous hair. Love, love, love this baby. She wanted to shine a little bit more. Sorry there, mama, okay? But this is the doll. So I'll tell you, this doll has been in my life all of my life. This is little Emily, sweet little Emily. She also has open and closed eyes. I think she is a composition doll. I've left comments about that before, and I think people say she's considered a composition doll. But she is beautiful and so sweet to me. I have a couple of stories about her, but one of them is when I was given her. So I'll tell you, this doll lived at my grandmother's house. My grandmother's house on Sand Island when I was growing up. Sand Island is one of the Apostle Islands, and my grandmother and grandfather both had actually, their parents immigrated over from Norway. And they lived on that island where there was no running water, no electricity, and all the people spoke Norwegian. So they didn't have a lot there. And this doll lived at the house that they still had there. So as they got older and my parents, I'm sorry, my mom and her siblings got older, they moved into the big city because they were fishermen out on Lake Superior. And they moved into the big city, which was Bayfield, which is really, it's like 500 people, but it was big city to them. And they had a school and everything for the kids to go to school. Because my oldest uncle, he was shipped off to go to school and live with somebody in town and work for them while he was going to school, while the parents lived out on this island way across the Lake Superior. And they didn't want to do that anymore as their other kids started getting older. So they bought a house in town. And this doll stayed at the Sand Island place. So they would stay there in the summer at the Sand Island place. And then they would go to the city, the big city of Bayfield in the wintertime and close down the house. And this doll was always there. Whenever I would go there, I would always gravitate to this doll. I loved her. I always played with her. I called her Emily, but my grandma wanted to have things there for us to play with when we came out there. Well, one day, I guess the park, I think they call it the park board, wanted to tear down all the houses there and just make it like a nature preserve, the whole island a nature preserve. My grandparents really didn't want to sell, but they ended up having to. They were pressured, into selling it. So now the house does not exist there any longer. But my aunt decided that Emily needed to go to a new home since we weren't going to be able to go out to the island anymore. And she gave her to me. And she gave me this baby, and she gave my cousin Sarah, who this baby is named after, who's my only other girl cousin that's even close to my age. She gave her a plastic doll. And I guess my aunt said that I didn't seem that appreciative of getting Emily and that I seemed like I really wanted that plastic doll a lot more. Which I don't even remember, but my aunt always tells me because I always update her on how Emily's doing. And she is the same doll that it's been in my life all of my life. I absolutely love her. I've always had her with me, always take care of her. She definitely had the cry feature in her as well. You can tell there's like that little voice box in here. But I've never done anything to her other than had her neck repaired. Other than that, she's in the exact original condition, or, other than played with condition. But I absolutely love her. And when I first met my husband, I brought her with because she's my baby from when I was a little girl. And so she was always lived with me. I used to have her in a stroller in my house a lot years ago. And then when I moved in with my current husband, he didn't like her. He was kind of freaked out by her, and he asked me if I could keep her in the closet. So I had her wrapped up in a blanket in the closet, but carefully. You know, I always had her carefully wrapped up and swaddled nicely in the blanket, and I would check on her every so often. And now he's so used to the dolls that it's no big deal. But back then, he was a little freaked out by her. She does make a little bit of a squeak noise. Can you hear that when you open and close her eyes? But she's so sweet. Only her head is that composition material, and her eyes are the beautiful open and close eyes. She has vinyl hands and a cloth body, and then vinyl legs from here down. So she's very cuddly and snuggly. Did you even see that? I can't even tell. I have tights on her now. And I changed her into this outfit because besides the pigs on the other outfit, she has little piglet. So I did have a couple pig things. She has a little piglet on her little Winnie the Pooh outfit. And this is a case of new doll clothes because I have never shown this outfit on anybody before. It's very, very precious and vintage looking. And I do kind of like to keep her in semi-vintage looking clothing. Sometimes I do just put fleecy sleepers on her in the winter when it's cold and stuff. But I think she looks better in a vintage outfit. So this is little Emily, and again, she is the doll that I had when I was little. And here's a little piglet to go with her little piglet outfit. Doesn't she look cute, you guys? So there they are, sweet little dolls. These would be like dolls that I had from my childhood. But another favorite gift that I had, I wanted to talk about this one because I was wondering if anybody knew what this doll was, like what her name was or what kind of doll she was. It was a little house. It was a little circle house, and it had a little circle on the top and the middle, and a little blonde-haired doll that could come out. She was about this big, probably. She fit in the top of the house, and then the bottom of her was like a skirt. So it was like pink and white, I'm pretty sure. Pink with white polka dots was the skirt, and you pull up the skirt, and there's a whole little house inside. There was like a bathroom, I'm sorry, a kitchen, a bedroom, and a living room, and you could spin it around. And I loved that thing. I don't know what happened to it, but it was the cutest thing. And it had this little bitty doll. And I love doll houses, you guys. I would love to have a doll house again. I've been looking into getting a dollhouse, but I would really have to rehome some babies or do something to make some room in my nursery because there really isn't room for a dollhouse. But I want one so bad. They're so cute and precious, and just to have the little furniture and all the little stuff that goes with a little doll, I think would be so much fun. But I am looking to see if anybody knows what the name of that doll was. I don't even know what to put in the Google description for it, but that was one of my favorite presents. It was on Christmas morning, and I loved that little house and that little doll. It was so, so cute. Let's see. Do you still have any dolls from your childhood? This is the only one, little Emily. She's the only one that I still have from my childhood. And what happened to my Sarah doll is my niece got into all of my stuff. She got into my sticker collection. She got into my dolls. She got into my Barbie doll house. It was just cardboard and everything, but it didn't last the nieces and the nephews. That's what happened. She actually survived, but she was in such rough shape that I just went ahead and told my mom, no, I don't want to bring her, but I always brought Emily. I always brought her with me because she was delicate, and I never wanted to leave her in anyone else's care. I should have brought my Sarah, but I thought she would be okay at my mom's, for a while. But anyways, that's what happened to them. Let's see. Number 6. Number 6 is, if availability and money weren't an issue, which of your childhood dolls would you buy again? So, I would definitely want that dollhouse doll. I loved that thing. That was so cute. And it wasn't that big. It was probably, this big around. You can't see my other hand. This big around. And again, it just had a doll in the top and a little circle hole in the top and a skirt underneath. So if she was sitting there, it looked like she was just sitting there wearing a skirt and it was a doll. But if you lifted it up, there was a whole house underneath. That was so, so cute. And I also had a Malibu Barbie that I absolutely loved. And I did see some Malibu Barbies at a antique show that we went to not too long ago. They weren't in the greatest of condition. I still should have bought one. I'm kicking myself that I didn't buy one because I think they were like $10 or something. And now I'm like, oh, I wish I would have bought that Malibu Barbie because that's the Barbie that I had, one of the Barbies. And how I got it was we went to Goodwill one day when I was sick. I went to the doctor. I found out I had strep throat. My mom took me to Goodwill, that's still what I do, guys, to make me feel better, honestly. Honestly. But that's what she did. She took me there and said, you can pick out a toy that you want. And I found a Malibu Barbie, and she had a little Barbie case with some cute little Barbie clothes in there too. So I was like, why didn't I buy those dolls? The doll that I even had when I was a little girl was secondhand, and she wasn't even in the best shape then. Like, a lot of her hair was gone. And I was like, why didn't I buy one of those Malibu Barbies? I wish I would have bought one of those Malibu Barbies. But I'm sure one day I'll find another one, because I would love to have her in my collection. And if I could find a Patsy Sandy doll just like the one I had, so it would have been a normal size. She had brown hair and brown eyes. This one has more black hair, but the doll had brown hair, brown eyes, and she took a passy, that little passy. If I could find one that looked like that was in good condition, I would love to have her. So yeah, I would love to have her again. I've been looking. I mean, I have other dolls that remind me of her, and I have all kinds of cabbies now, but I don't have one with the brown braids, the curly cues in the front, and the brown eyes, and that takes a passy. That was my Patsy Sandy when I was growing up. The last question is number 7. What is a doll you really wanted as a kid and never did end up owning? Well, you guys, like I said before, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So one that I really, really wanted was just that little strawberry shortcake doll. I had blueberry muffin. For some reason, for one Christmas, my mom and dad were able to find, and I don't know if they like sold out or what the deal was. They didn't have Amazon back in the day or any other way to order. So I got blueberry muffin, and this was when strawberry shortcake was really, really in and really cool. And my cousin Sarah, she had like strawberry shortcake, and she had lemon meringue and all of those things. And my parents could only find or only afford, I don't know, blueberry muffin for me. So I had a blueberry muffin doll, which was really cute. She had like this big cute hat. She smelled really, really good. But I always wanted strawberry shortcake, and I never did get strawberry shortcake. So, and you guys, I have seen the new strawberry shortcakes, and I've been tempted to buy it. They have them at Walmart. I have seen them. They're very cute, but it's not the same as the strawberry shortcakes that we had when I was a little girl that I would want. But I've thought about buying her. I still might buy her one day. But yeah, that was the doll. And she probably wasn't even that expensive. I don't know how much she was. But when you're a kid, you don't know how much stuff costs or, whatever. And maybe by the next Christmas, because that's the only time I really asked for specific toys. Like for my birthday, my parents would, just go and get whatever. They didn't ask me what I wanted. They would just buy me something. And my mom always found something that I loved, She always found beautiful things. But, a lot of times they were secondhand, one Christmas, the stroller that she used to sit in, it was a wicker white stroller, and it had the little head that goes back and forth. And actually, I have Lorenzo here in a wicker white stroller, but this one doesn't have the covering, you know, the head thing that goes back and forth. Well, mine did, and it was on a stroller that rolled back and forth. I got that for Christmas one year, and it was my favorite thing. I was running up and down the hall with my baby Sarah in that wicker stroller and just loving it and having the blast. And years later, my mom told me they really didn't have money to buy much that Christmas, and she went to the thrift store and found me that stroller at the thrift store. But that was one of my favorite gifts. I absolutely loved it, and I had no idea. You know what I mean? Who cares? I mean, I was having a ball. I was having a ball with that thing. And the only reason that I still don't have that either is I moved from Minnesota to Texas and I wasn't able to bring too much with me. Of course, Emily came, but I didn't bring too much else personal other than my clothing, pictures, and a few things like that. But yeah, so strawberry shortcake was the doll that I wanted that I never ever got. So maybe one day. Well, thank you so much for watching my little video. I hope it wasn't too long for you and that you guys enjoyed listening to my answers. And I hope you guys will check out this new channel. She seems really cool and really, really fun. Again, it was doll_cure, Jenna at doll_cure. And I hope some of you guys join in this tag. It would be really fun to hear your answers and see what you guys have to say. And we wanted to say thank you so much for watching my video. And we're going to bring little Stephanie back. Cute little Stephanie. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say, Jeannie. I'm twinning with you today. I got my robot. I love this. This is one of my favorite little pajama outfits my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. But we wanted to say thank you for being a friend. And what else do we want to say, little Stephanie? What else do we want to say? We wanted to say jungle love to everyone. Have a fabulous and amazing rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching my channel.